Dun, 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 dun. I suck at that. Okay. This is going to be my opinion on the feud between Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Basically, which one I think is better. Kind of a review. Sort of, but not really. Obviously, I have the PlayStation 3 Slim, but it's essentially the same system, so don't have to worry about it, but I do have to think about aesthetics when I think about this. Okay, let's just get straight to it. Basically, which is better, in my opinion? Well, let's start with aesthetics. The Xbox 360 is, like, it thins out in the middle like that. It's hard to describe, but I think you get what I'm talking about. I like it a lot. There's this big power button, which I like. I like the chrome, although you might not have that. But yeah, the little thing up here, the little hump, which is the hard drive actually, which is easily taken off. You just push this button. It's hard to do with one hand, but you just push this button and you take the hard drive off. Very easy, unlike the PlayStation 3 hard drive. You just click it back into place. It's white, but you can also get it in black or other, like the, Halo 3, PS3, which is ugly, but doesn't matter. It says Xbox 360 on, I believe, both sides. Yes, Xbox 360. I can't see, so I hope I'm aiming that right. Mine is broken, but there's this little thing at the front that has USB cables. I wonder if you could charge a PlayStation 3 controller in a Xbox 360. That'd be like causing the universe to explode, wouldn't it? But yeah, this looks very, very. You can see my camera. This looks very nice. I like it. It's compact, but it's small but not too small. It's big but not too big. I don't know. They just really. I like the way the Xbox 360 looks. Although it has fans everywhere, which I don't like. But turns out it needed more of them. I'll get to that in a minute. Alright, let's go to aesthetics for the PlayStation 3. This is the Slim, so this is the only one I can really judge on. But I know someone who has a PlayStation 3 Fat, so okay, I can judge both of them. But first, the Slim. It's smaller than the 360, but not by much. It's got the nice classic PlayStation 3 piano black finish all over the front right here and on the sides. It's got this thing that's kind of like chrome, but not really. It's really hard to keep dust off of, but I like this. The drive is really cool. The buttons, which are no longer touch sensitive, but they're good. They light up. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it says PS3 underneath as well. Yeah, it's pretty minimal. It has this matte finish, which I kind of like the glossy, but in reality, it would just be a pain to keep dust off of, so this is probably best. It says PS3 up here instead of PlayStation 3, which I definitely don't like. I think they should have kept the thing that said PlayStation 3. This one has HDMI, and this does not. That blows. But that depends on which 360 you get. Between the Fat and the Slim, I think I like the aesthetics of the Fat better. Because, you don't really need a smaller PlayStation 3. Are you going to be carting this thing around? No. Oh, and, well, that has something to do with something else. But, aesthetics-wise, which is better? Which looks better? Have to go with the Xbox 360. It definitely looks better, I think. Just my opinion here. This is going to be very polarizing. Well, now on to probably the most important part of the consoles. Is it reliable? Oh boy, you're in for a world of hurt in this round, Xbox 360. So yeah, the failure rate. Which one is more likely to piss itself and die? I think we all know the answer to that. Yes, that's right. I'm looking at you, Xbox 360, with your constant red rings of death. Yes, this system has a huge tendency to overheat. I would not recommend playing this for any longer than an hour, or maybe 2. After that, let it sit for like another hour. Let it sit and cool down. This thing, it has these fans in the back that push out the hot. This is good and bad. For one, it pushes out the hot air, but it's so loud. This thing is as loud as a fucking blow dryer. This is definitely much louder. Let's quickly go over this. This thing constantly, when you're playing your game, if you have the volume down low, all you can hear is. But this thing is utterly silent. This thing doesn't make a peep. This thing sounds like a fucking chainsaw in your ear. So yeah, that's definitely a minus for, definitely point goes to the fucking PlayStation 3. But back to what I was saying. This thing is it's already broken when you buy it. You just don't know it yet. These things don't last long, and it's possible. I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all. I hate conspiracy theories, most of them. But maybe they made it this way so that people just have to keep on buying Xboxes over and over again. If they did, they're bastards. Well, they are bastards, so. But yeah, this thing breaks a lot. A fucking lot. This thing, on the other hand, does not break as often. It does break sometimes. You don't get a red ring, you get a yellow dot, I think, that blinks. I haven't seen it yet, thankfully. And, yeah, there's not much to say. This thing just doesn't break that often. It does, it's not unheard of to have it break, but it doesn't break that much. So yeah, again, point goes to the PlayStation 3. Games. Let me just go ahead and say point goes to the Xbox. This has much better games, and more games. Graphics. Oh man, this is tough, because they're almost identical. Almost. But slight edge goes to the PlayStation 3. Although the PlayStation 3 has a tendency to have blurry graphics. This one's more clear. But, yeah, it's very tough, but point goes to the PlayStation 3 again. Just little petty small things. For the PlayStation 3, you have to install your game before you can play it. That blows, because some games, like I installed BioShock a couple days ago, and it took fucking ever for that thing. Like when I installed the Orange Box, even though I immediately took it back to GameStop because the 360 version was much better. What was I gonna say? It installed much faster. It installed like in a minute. But BioShock took for fucking ever to install. And Batman Arkham Asylum didn't really take that long to install either. And you only have to do it once, but it's annoying. I don't get why. You have to install your game first for this, but for this you don't. It doesn't make much sense. Blu-ray discs I think are better because they don't scratch quite as easily. Oh yeah, duh. You can watch HD DVDs on this, but really, who uses those anymore? This has Blu-ray automatically. You have to buy an attachment for this to watch HD DVDs, I believe. But this, you already have it. You can watch Blu-ray movies. I only have one Blu-ray movie, and I'm kind of ashamed to admit it, but yes, I do have Transformers 2 on Blu-ray. I just got it because I have the first one, so I have to have the second one, even though it kind of blows a lot. Okay, this movie sucks, but I have that on Blu-ray. Yeah, this is much better in the high definition category. Okay, what else? Online. You are blown out of the water. The Xbox 360 is much better online. What else? I'm probably forgetting things. The controllers. Xbox 360 controller is perfect. Great triggers, great buttons, pretty quiet controller. The D-pad kind of sucks, but the sticks are really good. I like the placement of the sticks in this arrangement. I like the joysticks like this instead of them both being here. But yeah, very good controller. Great controller. PlayStation 3 controller is great. I have the DualShock 3. You must get the DualShock 3. Great. Triggers suck, but all you gotta do is have real triggers and that problem is solved. Great controller, but Xbox 360 is a better controller. And the winner is PlayStation 2. No, I'm just kidding. PlayStation 3, in my opinion, is a better system. There. I said it. PlayStation 3 is better. Thank you.